Hi everyone, welcome to Grow Roots. This is Shannon and this is Stacie.
Hello.
And Stacie has been so gracious to let us come into her amazing garden today. You all are in for an amazing treat. I have done several videos of Stacie's garden in the past. We seem to do one every year in June, right? Because that's when it peaks here in Texas, is in early June. But I cannot wait to show you Stacie's gardens. She has an eye, y'all, of where to plant all of the plants, and her garden design is like unheard of. It really is truly beautiful. You are going to get so much inspiration through this garden tour today. So let's go. So here we are at Stacie's front garden. It is looking so amazing. We're going to be in this portion in just a moment, but Stacie, what do you think? Should we start in the side garden?
Sure, let's start in the side garden over here.
And then stick around, everybody, because Stacie's backyard is, oh my goodness, amazing. So you have to watch all of this video. But here we go. Here is her side garden.
Yeah, I created this this area 3 or 4 years ago. I made like a little rock garden with the Texas sage in the middle.
It's
because
so beautiful.
That's the plant that my husband likes, which I'm surprised it's not blooming because they call it the barometer plant.
Right.
And there isn't any flowers on it. And we are very rainy today.
Yes.
So you'll have to excuse the drooping flowers. We're trying to beat the rain. We just had a storm come through. But I wanted to plant more drought-tolerant things that could handle the heat in this area. So for the spring, I put these little annuals in here. And I thought for sure those petunias would be long gone by now because we have had some heat, some real intense heat. So this rain is definitely a nice relief from that.
Yes, they're
But if those do fade away, I have some plans to put in some Texas tough hardy plants in there, probably some Blackfoot daisies. Yeah, because those do really well.
I see you have some scavola.
I do. I have this.
Does so well here in Texas.
Yeah, and then it's not blooming right now, but these are lantana, and it's like a pink and yellow lantana.
Ooh,
and so those,
so pretty.
Yeah, those ones. It was blooming, but they went out of cycle, and the heat is gonna really get them started. And then I just have some perennials in here as well in the back. Those are the Maynite salvia and the Gara. But both of those are out of bloom right now. They're they'll get going again once the heat starts. And then some liatris.
So pretty, y'all. Look, Blackfoot daisy, she started this year, and Blackfoot daisy is another super Texas tough plant, and they are so cute.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. Oh, look, we do have some blooms right here.
Oh yeah, it did.
Look at that.
Very
so nice.
pretty.
So it gave us a little bit of a show. And then this is this pincushion flower.
Scabiosa pincushion
is one of my favorites. It blooms all summer. You just keep trimming off these little spent blooms, and then it'll keep giving you more and more fresh ones.
And they're so sweet and airy.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Look at this container. Tell us what is in this container.
This is the Proven Winners Mini Vista White. 2 of those. This is just a verbena, red verbena.
So sweet.
A red celosia. And then a couple liatris that I had left over, I grew a huge amount of liatris and was giving it away to everybody because every single one I had the germination with them, and so I was trying to find. So it ends up being another red, white, and blue. Yes. Well, it will eventually be red, white, and purple, but blue for in the garden world.
All right.
Yeah.
So pretty. And more red, white, and blue. You're going to see the red, white, and blue theme all throughout Stacie's, at least her front garden for sure.
Yep.
For the 250th anniversary of our nation, which is so great. It's a great idea to do that red, white, and blue theme this year.
So there's some blue salvia, the scavola white here that's finally just starting to bloom because I had to cut it back. We were getting our house painted, so a lot of my annuals were sitting in a more shadier spot than they would have liked. So they are kind of just waking up now.
Let's talk about this daylily.
A daylily. This is a Proven Winners daylily. I just don't know the names of it. So hopefully your viewers will excuse my
Oh, that's
my
okay.
lack of memorization.
I can try to find the name and pop the screen on the. I'll pop the name on the screen because it's strikingly beautiful.
Yes, and it had so many yesterday, but they're coming. They will definitely be
tomorrow.
Coming. Exactly.
Tomorrow it will be.
And then I just lined around with some begonias. I just love begonias. They can take the sun or the shade.
Yes.
These ones get pretty harsh afternoon sun. And then we have the Mystic Spires salvia. And I put a little cloche around it so then that way I wouldn't step on it when I was moving in there when we were having the house painted so it wouldn't get trampled. And then I liked the way it looked and it gives it a little bit of support. So I just left it.
Yes.
Yeah. And then there's some white, goodness, I can't remember.
Roses? Iceberg?
Yes, those are icebergs.
Okay.
Yeah, and then these ones are the ones that Texas A&M they made the oh goodness, why can I not remember the name of those?
Are they knockout roses?
Knockout roses.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
So both of them seem to be very disease resistant and going out of bloom, but obviously you can tell they're coming back in soon.
Oh, so pretty. And you have containers that are like lining your garage pillars, which is so beautiful. And look at this combination, y'all. Oh my goodness.
And that's like a salsa coleus that I believe the name is, and then a begonia that I just loved the peach. And this is a really nice variety. I got this from Callaway's.
Yeah.
And I've really been liking that store.
Absolutely. So panning around to your front porch, it's just, again, so stunning. Look.
Yeah, nice and simple in the front with those, I think those are asparagus ferns. That you just can't grow much in the deep shade. And those ones do a really good job. But those are my leftovers from last year, my dollar clearance HEB ones. And
I know what you're talking about.
So I put them in the garage during our storm. And then I just kept them out the entire time. And they actually did well.
Yeah. You've got your palm. What is the name of this palm
I'm not sure.
I forget. My neighbor has this too.
Yeah, I normally don't grow palms, but I was feeling a little tropical this year.
And it really does. It still goes perfectly fine.
Exactly. And then just a little combination with some impatiens and coleus and begonias. And it's it's already the heat. This impatient, it doesn't like the heat, so I'll probably end up having to cut that back. But
so far, doing good.
So far it's doing good.
Oh, this one's sweet too. Yep. Okay, so this is a double begonia, huh?
Yes,
oh,
that was
so pretty.
An all-star. That is an all-star begonia
from Callaway's, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's really pretty.
And then just the pink polka dot.
Beautiful.
And then just I'm not sure what type of fern this is, but I planted it last year.
Boston, maybe?
It's not a Boston. Oh. It's more of an upright, but it started I had some hydrangeas in here, and I had like an actual combination last year.
Yeah.
This took over, and then same thing during the ice storm, put it in the garage.
Okay.
Our winter must have been very mild this year because I kept this out the entire winter, and it came back. And this style normally doesn't come back.
Right. So maybe it was Kimberly Queen.
Kimberly Queen. Okay. That's the one.
Yeah, because it's either Boston fern here or Kimberly Queen. And then you do have to, here in Zone 8, we would have to bring those into the garage or your house. But you're right. Our winter this year, we were really mild until the ice storm. And we had like 5 to 7 days where we did get down to Zone 8 temperatures of 10 degrees.
I'd say it's a good drought tolerant one. This particular fern, I water it like once a week, and it loves, I might have to water it more in the summer, but it likes that spot.
Yeah. So turning around towards the front side of your porch, you have these gorgeous carex, right?
Yes, the feather waterfalls. Feather falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love these. I love the texture of these. I love the look of them. They're just
I do
so
too.
Beautiful.
They're evergreen. I've had them in these pots for over 4 years, maybe even longer. And I used to have them out in the landscape.
Yeah.
But, we need change every once in a while. So my boxwoods were looking a little bit shaggy after 20 plus years. So I replaced those this year, and then those will grow up real nice into a hedge. My husband likes that clipped boxwood look, more of a formal. I kind of like the cottage So I'm trying to blend the two where it's not too cottagey and wild, but eventually that'll be back to being a nice hedge.
I agree.
And then I just love these Laura petalums.
It's so pretty.
Yeah,
Chinese
and those will
flower.
Chinese fringe flower, and those will bloom a red, and those will kind of grow up and just kind of give that swoopy hedge with the different contrasts of colors. So you want to make sure that you have some good foundation plants because there will be nothing in the winter.
Yes.
So you want to have something that is substantial other than just mulch. And I tried to do that with the contrast of colors with this kaleidoscope lobelia next to the Laura petalum. And then this is juga. Yes, so it's a juga. It blooms purple in the springtime, and it's so beautiful. Pretty. The little bunnies look like they're just in the purple flowers in the spring, and I just love it. Yeah. And then I have some Loriope over there too. Yes. So this year, what I wanted to do different with my front area, which I like to be a little tidy, is I'm trying out 3 different begonias. One is called a cocktail mix from Callaway's. One is a kind of just a standard begonia that I got from Atwood's. And then another one is a big begonia. So I tried them in different spots of where I would kind of like this is more of like a frilly and it'll grow together like a little hedge. And then the other ones will grow big and kind of droop over. So I wanted to see which ones I really liked.
And you have that with azuratum as well.
I do. I have some azuratum in there. Cute. It's finally starting to come and bloom. Yeah. And then this is a fun new thing that I plant. It's the blooms have come off, but this is a perennial in our area, and it's called a Cape fuchsia. And the
oh wow!
You see that little bloom there?
That is so cute.
So I kind of have like the orange, and then the little brain plant that my daughter picked out. Celosia. Yeah. So it has the celosia to kind of bring out this, and this is a hummingbird attractor.
That is just the cutest little bloom.
So I tucked a couple of those, and I've already trimmed them back twice now, and they just continue to flush. So I think that they are going to be a top performer. They can handle. I think in this area, Texas, part sun, not full sun, but it says it can handle full sun.
Yeah. Now we're coming to the front of the garden, just the eye-catching, beauty of the whole thing. It's just so incredibly gorgeous. Yeah. Wow.
And I do have perennials tucked in, but I wanted to do a red, white, and blue theme slightly, with the 250th anniversary. So I have a little hanging basket that's red, white, and blue, and trying out a few new plants.
Missed it.
And it's a little sad from the rain, but we have some angelonia, some gorgeous. Cascading vinca in white, the scavola purple, which, whatever, blue. We're going to call it all blue. And then I have the red pentas because these are all heat, like they do not mind the heat. So it'll be the angelonia around, and then this will grow nice and tall. Yeah. And then we have some red vinca, which is appearing to be
Look
pink.
At that cute little
chameleon.
Oh my goodness.
I've actually faked a few kids out.
Really? Look, Mom, it's
there's a lizard. Then, this garden does have lots of lizards. But I try to tuck in some perennials, some little teeny baby daylilies that I split. And then, this is why I just love vinca.
I know.
One little plant, and look at the show. Oh, look at that.
Oh, you know what that is. Okay, y'all. If you guys don't know what this is,
hold on, let me try to catch it.
This is Texas summer. I think you probably saw that thing buzzing around. A cicada.
A cicada, yes. He did not want to be caught.
Yes, those are all over in Texas. Anyway.
Yes, and so we don't have the sound right now, and I think it's a startling sound. But this little blue flower right here, I'll just tell a real quick story. I picked these ones out because the name of them. It's a Salvia farinaceae, but it's called Rhea Blue. And my sister's name is Rhea, so I told her that I planted her throughout my garden this year.
I love that so much. See, they're dotted all
I just dotted them in there, and I believe that those are going to fill in really nice. It's set about 10 to 14 wide, so I mean they may be a little big for this space, but it's doing pretty good. And then this is some more of this liatris, and I just really love that meadowy kind of look.
For sure.
It's great right now, but I think you were saying yours is going out of bloom, so we'll just I'll cut them back once they're done with this pretty little show that they give, and then it'll be a nice little foliage on the bottom. These ones are the hydrangeas that are, I don't know the exact name, but they're close to the Proven Winners Little Lime Punch because they start out a nice white. They stay low, and you could probably notice with my theme, I like things that are a little bit low because I don't really have a large space. When it grows tall, I mean, this is the exception for the liatris that's growing tall. It's not going to grow wide.
Right.
Okay.
And then we've got some coreopsis.
And then the Veronica. Oh. We talked about the name of this before, and wait, I think I might have a tag. It's the Proven Winners, and it's like
magic. Magic purple,
there we go. Well, it's a little bit out of bloom right now, but I just trimmed it back, and I can see there's a ton of buds. It's going to bump, and so that'll be some more purple.
We found those at Walmart.
Then next to the Rhea Blue, we have is it the Unplugged So White? Is that what you said it was?
I think that might be. I can research it. I'll put the name on the screen, but it's a Proven Winners White Salvia. They do have an Unplugged So White, but I wonder if it's a different name. So I'll put it on the. And
then I'm terrible. I could have kept the tag. Then just some more of the some of the vinca that's going to come through in the summer, and then the big begonias in front of these knockout roses here.
Yeah.
So
lovely.
I'll trim those back after this flush is done, and then they will flush again for the summer. So I kind of it's not a match thing, but I kind of repeated some of these plants that I have over here in this small little section.
Yeah.
And things are coming out, and this is a marshmallow, Proven Winners marshmallow, more of that coreopsis, the Veronica.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And then more kaleidoscope abelia, and then we have more daylilies.
Yes, the swoop of daylilies. And then these ones I think are done. I had popped them off because they get really mushy. But these ones, they were marked as the same thing, but these daylilies are a little bit more on the red side. These ones are a little bit on the purple side, but they were marked the same.
So pretty. They're so gorgeous.
And then I put some more of that salvia in front for when these daylilies are done.
Yeah,
I don't think they're reblooming.
Great idea.
And then this area gets the morning sun only. So I have some more of those hydrangeas that are going to be coming in, mid-June, July.
Yeah.
And then some more of this Cape fuchsia that I cut back. But this is where you can see the most of that same thing that's going on. And
you guys comment and let us know what you think it is.
So I was treating with neem oil, but it doesn't look, maybe it's just like a watering issue too.
Yeah, the rain that we've had. We have like an El Nino type of cycle this summer and this spring. It's not even summer yet. Yep. Tell me again what that ground cover is.
That's just a ground cover phlox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful though.
I don't think I gave it enough water over the winters, and I did pull a bunch of it out so I could add, these things. But it will spread very prolifically, and then it blooms like a pinky purple in the springtime, and it's only a one-time bloomer. So and then I have those Blackfoot daisies up here because I really did plan for them to go in that rock garden, but since the petunias were looking so good, I just made a hanging basket out of them with this rose moss or portulaca.
Yeah.
And then Angelonia, because these are all drought tolerant plants and they can handle the same watering, the type of, one's not going to require more water than the other.
What is the name of this?
That's Angelonia. Oh, I don't know.
Do you know? Because I've never seen that color pink in Angelonia before, like hot pink.
It's an all-stars. And I believe I got that one from Atwood's this year.
Oh, look at those beautiful roses.
Yes,
and
some
Gara.
roses and then the Gara. And then I have a cascading vinca red and then a regular vinca.
So this concludes Stacie's front yard, which was absolutely amazing. But stay tuned, y'all. I'm going to take you in the backyard, and it is just, oh, it's breathtaking. So here we go. Okay, y'all. Here is Stacie's backyard. I'm going to do a brief little pan around for you guys. It's just so stunning. 360-degree view of this beautiful, peaceful backyard oasis that Stacie has created in her backyard. It's truly remarkable. I just can't even process it sometimes when I'm back here. It's just so gorgeous, you guys. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's talk about it.
Want to start right there?
We're gonna start over here with these beautiful purple and yellow containers.
Yeah, so I put these in for the spring, and they've really filled out nicely. I'm loving these hanging baskets. They're a little bit droopy from all of the rain, but we have some Angelonia, different types of Calibrachoa. Some of these little Calibrachoa look like roses. It's so pretty. Yes, and all the different colors, some lavender purple, and then this white cascading vinca that, like I said, I'm obsessed with the cascading vinca right now. I just love it. It's the Cora cascading vinca, and it's nice and heat tough. And then on the fence here, I just did a mix of some of this really pretty ruffly verbena, some petunias. I think these are called Big Daddy, and then the yellow petunias. I can't remember the name of those, but they're all nice. They're going to fade out for our heat. This gets full sun all day.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it while we have it, but you can see it really needs a clip back, and it will. It may or may not last through the summer. So I have plans to maybe put some cascading vinca, since that's my favorite right now, because those will be, but I just love this. I think these verbena will definitely last through the summer. And then I have this pot in front that has this Cara that's so tall, like back to my little meadow look that I'm kind of going for. And this can handle the heat. And I put some more of that liatris. I have my meadow in a pot is what I think
all right, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, Calibrachoa. Oh, and then these are some just Shasta daisies that are coming. Those are the rebloom. And I was loving the way this one was looking with the Calibrachoa climbing up inside the Angelonia.
So pretty.
And then I saw these pots over at this. It's almost like a black petunia.
Ooh.
So this is the black, and then I saw that one with the yellow lining around. And then when I was at Callaway's, I saw this. The blooms have all been knocked off, but the calyx of it's like almost that black too, and it gives a really pretty purple flower.
What is the name of that one? This is that dark one.
The salvia.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Wait, did I put?
Is it a purple?
Oh, look at! Did I put a? I did put a little thingy in there.
Salvia purple in bloom. That's really pretty.
I did good.
Very good. Yay, Stacie.
Finally. I just have this thing. I don't like to see tags, but I did leave a lot of my tags in there for Shannon.
Look at this, you guys. I love the statue in the middle of all of these just beautiful, plants that are all over it. We've got delphinium back there, sunshine ligustrum, which you have pruned really heavily, but it looks great.
I just gave it a prune because it likes to flush when it gets hot. So that'll start flushing out again.
I love the purple heuchera, the proven winners.
Yes,
right?
Yes,
so pretty. I wanted that one for so.
I've intermixed and planted foxgloves that you grew over doing your winter sowing, and then I had separated each individual little thing because, again, I'm greedy, and then grew on the little seedlings. So then I ended up with a few. So that whole area, if the delphiniums don't come back, it'll just be replaced with the foxgloves.
Yeah. Got more panicle hydrangea.
Yeah, the panicle hydrangea, the one that's going to turn white and then go into a magenta. So it's like a little...
I know you're on the fence with this agapanthus, but I just absolutely love it so much.
Yeah, that is my first bloom in a very long time. And I feel like it's taking up such a large space for just one bloom a year. We'll see how it does through the summer.
Yeah.
Or I just might... in the fall, I'll make a decision about it. But it almost got yanked out this spring. So he is lucky he came up.
He's so pretty.
And that I have just cut back all of the Sweet William that was in the front.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of left a few little blooms here and there because that has really faded out. And then I'll replace that with some caladiums.
But here's the bloom of that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so pretty. That's a beautiful dianthus. Yeah, tell me again the name of this shrub.
That's the King Euonymus.
Oh, it's so pretty. I don't see that anywhere in the garden centers either.
And then it does send a few shoots up here and there, just random, that are just so easy. I never have to prune it other than the random shoots that come up.
It's so pretty.
I just let it live, and, form itself the way that it wants to form itself.
Yeah. And then we've got columbine down here. They're done blooming now.
Very beautiful this
so
spring.
Pretty.
And Shannon grew those 3 years ago and gave them to me as little seedlings. So we had our first bloom. No, that would have been 2 years ago then, right? If you gave them to me last year.
They were bitty. They were winter sown in 2025. And so they did bloom this year. And she sent me a picture. I'll put it on the screen if I can, so that you guys can see what they look like. They were beautiful.
So pretty.
I have some this year. Mine that I planted last year, my puppy dug them up. So I didn't get to see blooms like Stacie did, but they were gorgeous, and I'm so glad I have them this year too. Got a Japanese maple in a container right in the middle of the garden, which is so beautiful.
Heavily underplanted. Those hostas are liking that pot.
Yeah,
so we'll see how long
it are. And the Japanese maple does okay with being, sharing the space.
Yeah.
It seems like it's totally fine.
It seems to be okay.
Yeah,
so I just have some hostas that are like, this one is the same style or the same variety, and it blooms a fragrant white bloom that's just
so pretty.
And it sends off blooms. I like the hosta blooms. I don't know why anybody would want to cut off any bloom.
I know.
I love them all.
See, here's more hosta that are blooming. And these actually, I have some of these on my front porch because Stacie gave me a clump of this hosta last year. So beautiful. And I got some blooms too.
Yeah.
So, I love it. It's like you said, how could anybody not like that? It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's so pretty. They're a little short-lived, but I just love them. My hydrangea back here is suffering, and I think I've determined it's because of this particular, I think this is an oak tree. And here in Texas, Shannon and I went to a master gardener tour, and we spoke with some arborists, and they said that there's a disease that is hitting these type of trees. If you see that bark pulling away, it's not a matter of if it's going to die, it's when it's going to die. And this is doing something to the plants that are around here, including that hydrangea. So I was able to save, 5 stalks of hydrangea. I don't know if it'll make it through the summer, but it looks pretty right now. And then I had planned on planting hostas that I grew from root in that area, so I held off on any of that just in case we have to get that tree removed.
Yeah.
But which is a bummer because this is a shade garden here in Texas, and I'm scared as to how much sun it's going to get. I have lots of the hydrangeas. So Shannon also has one of these lace cap variegated hydrangeas, which I have to ask, did your lace cap, obviously mine did bloom, but did yours not get any of the little petals?
Yes, that is correct. Yes, mine didn't get them this year.
One right over here, and they didn't get the petals. So I don't know what is going on with that. It changed. But I still
thought the same thing. I was like, I wonder what's causing that, because there's no it's just the frilly, which is so beautiful.
Just the frilly.
Yep. That is really interesting. You didn't either.
This guy, I have to prune him.
Look at this all white foliage that grew back here.
So gorgeous. I just love it. And then, so this is obviously just sticks in the wintertime. And then this is a beautiful azalea that that gives that structure, and just gorgeous blooms in the springtime. My azaleas bloomed very, very early, where I still had a huge amount of work that needed to be done. So they wasn't like picture worthy. For me, it's always picture worthy, but for me to send it to Shannon for
believe me, it's still picture worthy. It's a gorgeous shrub, blooming or not,
and it's
evergreen.
It just loves it. And then I just have, this is the it's the kind of sun patient. So this one can take the sun. And then this begonia, this blooms just like that, the one in the front. But I just love that purple, even if it doesn't. Oops, I'm ripping the leaves. And then none of these are in bloom right now because of the rain. But this one kind of has a cascading trumpet looking flower and it's white and it looks really pretty. And then, so I just did it around, and then I don't know if this is going to like it or not, but I just like touching it because it gives the best smell. It's eucalyptus. And it just to touch it, and then you're like, oh, it smells so good.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And then we have just the holly ferns on either side, which these holly ferns I had originally put those in, and I didn't think this hydrangea was going to get this big. This is kind of really taking over the space.
It loves that.
And again, with some more ajuga, because it doesn't even matter. You can just pull it right out of the ground and stick it, and it will grow anywhere.
Yes.
But these are some more lace cap hydrangeas that are out of bloom. They, again, bloomed really very early, and I wasn't impressed with the blooms this year. And
isn't that interesting? But you did get the petals.
I did. I got a couple petals on that one.
Yeah. And you've got more coming. Oh,
look at that.
Yep. Look at that.
Get him.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah.
Well, this year seems like it's a very prolific bug year.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yes, it is.
And I'm trying to keep everything natural and, hose things off.
Katydids.
They're just eating everything. The hostas. And I just, I can't find them. I don't know who's doing this damage. But they are munching and having a good time. It is, that's just what happens. But then I just have the more Laura petalums, but those ones get really big.
Yeah. Talk about these containers.
Okay. This space gets really good morning sun, and then the edged containers get some of the afternoon. And it's kind of weird how the trees will shade it, but it gets real good morning sun. So I did my red, white, and blue again, but differently. I did some azuratum, white pentas, some celosia, and these are the cascading vinca. So these little azuratum is my blue. Yeah. And the pot is blue too. Mm-hmm. So and then I originally was going to use these in a red, white, and blue because they were called flamingo red salvia, and they ended up being pink. So
that's so funny. But
so I changed things up. My daughter had picked out this celosia that looks like brains. And so I had to work it in somewhere. I originally had it out front, but then I just had my heart set on the red, white, and blue theme. So I moved it out here to this pot to complement the colors of the pot.
It looks gorgeous in that pot, for sure.
And then really just some more of the cascading vinca. And then this is the Proven Winners.
Is it diamond frost euphorbia?
It is a diamond euphorbia. I know it's a diamond euphorbia, but I can't remember exactly. And then this one, I just did this pure white cascading vinca, more of the Rhea blue, then some Scavola, Pentas, and then Rhea blue, just kind of a whole mix. And then this one isn't blooming, but it's the white Scavola.
So pretty.
It's getting ready to pop. So these ones will handle the heat here in Texas.
Yes, absolutely.
Just, try to put tough things in.
Heat tough container right there.
I'm trying to set up a little drip system to put them on, but it's requiring, it's a new skill. And
I know.
So it's requiring a little bit more of my energy. And I will get it, though. I will figure this out. I'm not very strong with my hands, so I need to figure out the tools that I can use to put those plugs in there.
I know, it's hard.
And these ones, I grew these ones from bulb. I got the bulbs. I don't know the brand, but from Costco.
Wow.
And so I did a mix of the Costco bulbs because I love calla lilies.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't sure how they were going to do in the ground. And then underneath, because these were my spring planters, I have that, it's called Candy Tuft.
Okay, yeah.
and some more of this scaviola. And then intermixed in here, my mother-in-law sent me a couple calla lilies that she had sent for Mother's Day. So I stuck those in there as well. So it's like my calla lily scaviosa pot.
Look at that view.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's like every angle of your backyard garden is just the most amazing view you've ever seen. Really, truly. It's just so,
we didn't talk about this one here.
Oh,
the little bat wings. Shannon and I was totally not communicating, went to completely different stores, but the same weekend we ended up getting our bat wings. And I was like, great minds think alike. Our bat wing kufia.
Kufia, yes. And it totally looks like a bat, y'all.
It does.
See that? There's the face, and then the two bat ears are the red.
But look at how funny it grows. So it's drooping, kind of giving that thriller spiller in its own way. So we'll see if these ones stay in that upright form. I just love the way that it looks, and I just stuck it in that pot because I wasn't sure how it would work in the ground. Sometimes that stuff doesn't work very good in the ground.
Oh, coming around this curve, this is their back patio, and just the view. Her lace cap hydrangeas are right here behind this gorgeous little stone bench.
I would recommend, if you have a big space like this, because my patio is high up.
Yes.
So this kind of drops down. If you have a large space, maybe consider, obviously these are not in bloom right now, but consider maybe doing one type of plant instead of a bunch of different little teeny tiny ones.
Good idea.
It's a lot easier to manage and maintain.
For sure.
But over here I have some cannas, and plant a canna and have it forever is what I say. So they have moved around my garden, and I'll be honest, I love the purple foliage. I don't love the way that they like to spread with underground rhizome.
I know.
So I end up digging probably 30 of them up each spring. I try to give them away, and I warn people, plant this in an area that you do not care if they spread.
Yep.
So,
me too.
And that's just the warning with these types of cannas, because I've planted them on the outside of this fence here for some screening. These ones are blooming nicely, so you can see they take full shade.
Yeah.
They do not get sun at all.
There's some blooms I can show y'all. Look at that. Oh, those red blooms are striking for sure. So looking at this sweet little side garden bed on the side of their shed, which is decorated with a window box and the loveliest little, I love that wreath. It's just, like I said, every angle, Stacie, every angle is striking and so beautifully designed and so gorgeous. So you've got some ajuga, hostas.
The burgundy glow ajuga. And then in the pot, we have another one of these Japanese maples that seems to be going a little on the green side, and I'm not very happy with that.
Really?
So, I don't know. It blends right into those cannas in the back.
A little bit.
In the back here, I have some gardenias that are getting ready to bloom in a couple weeks, and then I have some apple something proven winners heuchera. But my son doesn't like that. He said it looks like a bowl of salad. So I'm
it does not. My husband says the same thing about heuchera. He says they're weeds, and I love them.
I like them. I like them. And then I planted in the front with my caladium bulbs that they're just now starting to come through. Now that the heat, they want heat. They do not want to have cooler weather. So it's one, I wait to plant them to wait for it to be hot, and then two, I just kind of, this spring has been extremely busy. I haven't been able to get out here as much as possible, much as I would like. Because I will mention that we do have two graduating seniors, her son Corbin and my son Dylan. So I want to say a big congratulations to both of them.
And to the mamas and the daddies for
their hard work. They have worked so hard.
These young men.
But we've been really busy, so we haven't been able to do our little hobbies as much as we would like
That's
to.
True.
So
it's been a busy season for both of us. Yes. Really quick, I just got a Pillow Talk gardenia from Proven Winners. Do you have any tips on growing gardenias in Texas.
Oh, goodness gracious. You're asking me for tips now.
Oh, dear. Well, I'm just
I know
wondering
that
if you don't. It's okay.
Gardenias tend to be a little on the fussy. I chose a spot here that everybody will say you can put them in full sun. I have found that mine have fizzled out.
Yeah.
So this is a shadier area. Okay. And then I am not really good about giving too many tips. I fertilize, in the spring when they're supposed to be fertilized. I don't prune them in the spring, but if I do want to prune, then I'll do that in the fall because they form their buds on the old growth.
Yes, you've got some buds.
I've got a lot of buds, and I'm
hoping.
I just love the smell.
Yes, the smell is like no other. So honestly,
we'll see how. And the glossy foliage. I love it.
Then coming up, we've got another shade garden with a sweet bench. So what Stacie has done, and I think this is the key to some of her design, she has chosen, a handful of plants that she loves, and she repeats them all throughout all of her garden spaces, like the heuchera, like the ajuga, the hydrangeas, the hostas. Azaleas. It's just all... But it's so beautifully arranged that I can't even wrap my brain around all of it. But it's just it's
trying
gorgeous.
To create like just a secret garden. Not obviously it's not secret, but a little space that you can go and just sit in a different space and enjoy watching the nature. This area, we've been having irrigation, and I think every year I talk about this. I replaced the grass. It looked beautifully, and then we were having irrigation issues, and it just doesn't want to grow. But, my husband wanted the grass, so I tried it again. We'll see. I think our husbands are both on the grass kick, and we're on the plant kick.
Yep. So, and then it's a real nice compromise on who gets what spaces.
Yes. And then so last year I grew over in this space a steel bee, and it did bloom a very beautiful pink this spring.
You're successfully growing a steel bee here.
Successfully growing a steel bee. The blooms, I left them there just so I could show you, but that it does bloom. So I gave it a good amount of fertilizer. I feel like all of the things that I really love to plant, like that acid fertilizer, our soil is not acidic, it's alkaline.
Yes, correct.
So I do add a lot of fertilizer in the springtime. I basically buy two of those bags, and I just douse it everywhere.
And do you use the soil acidifier?
The soil acidifier, and I use plant tone as well.
Correct. Yeah.
So, and then this back area here, I just put a little trio of pots, things that I've grown from root, just some other stuff. It's a little holdover spot for maybe a later planting area for something that is a little bit more substantial. But I like to kind of hold the spots with some pots, even though it might look a little bit cluttered, but I like to hold the spots. So then that way I'll remember, okay, don't plant anything there. We're gonna get something in the ground.
That's right, this fall.
So just like to tuck in the little pots here and there, and then I extended out this space, and bamboo, heavenly bamboo.
Yeah.
I had two of them. One died, so I just stuck this one here. Just to change the foliage texture, I think is important. Even though, we have a bloom. Yeah. I didn't see
so this isn't the browning of the petals. This is just the bloom
trying to push
fully out yet. So there is a gardenia bloom.
Look at that. It said Shannon's coming. I'm gonna bloom. This is a mistake on my part. This is a climbing white rose. Ooh. That same kind that's out front. Pretty. What's it called? The
knockout?
No, the white
iceberg.
So it's a climbing iceberg.
Okay, wow.
And it just doesn't get enough. It's a white dawn. That's what it is.
Gotcha.
So it's a climbing white dawn. This gets a swath of sun in the afternoon.
Okay.
It had one bloom one set of blooms, and then it only just has the foliage now.
Okay. Well, it's sweet though. I love the little circular shape of the leaves. That's really sweet.
And I was hoping that it would do a little bit better, but I think more of a clematis might be better for that space.
I was going to tell you over here, if you wanted something growing up your arch,
try the clematis. But
maybe clematis. It's very shady though.
It's really shady, and I've done clematis there before.
Okay.
And it just won't take off.
Yeah, gotcha.
I know, it's such a shady spot.
All right, so we have one more garden space that is absolutely stunning. So let's head on over. We've got more pots, red blanket flower, more of that. What did you call this again?
Cape fuchsia.
Cape fuchsia. So pretty.
So it looks like a fuchsia, but it can handle more sun.
Look at this bee on the Gara. It's so sweet.
Yeah, it's a little beat down from the rain, but I just love the way that this white Gara, I'm going to trim it back. It'll come up with some new blooms. And I think it's important. People don't like to trim the stuff back.
The Gara definitely.
You have to trim it back and revive it a little bit before this Texas heat starts. Well, I mean, it has started. I'm hoping she doesn't show my face because I am sweating bullets right now with the humidity and the rain.
And I think it's only like maybe 78 degrees out right now.
But it is so humid. Yes, with all of the rain. So that's why everything is wet. And then more of that cascading vinca. And then I did some marigolds. And then I'm not sure what this cascading plant is right here, but it's in the same family as this creeping Jenny. But it gives a little yellow flower.
So let's talk about this garden bed that is so beautiful. Lots of perennials in this bed, still some evergreen aspects to it with the azalea and the loropetalum, but you know, all of those roses, lots of echinacea. You said these were what type of echinacea?
The Lakota Fire.
Lakota Fire.
By Proven Winners.
So pretty.
They no longer offer that variety, and I believe it's like a summer song finch is what it's called now.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
It's so beautiful. Is that still the Proven Winners Veronica, or
that's
a different
Veronica?
Okay.
Yeah,
because it's a brighter bloom, I think, than the other one, but still. So
and then the
pretty.
daisies are coming out of bloom, but the daisy maze just looked so beautiful with the whole full entire white flowers right next to the echinacea. And the really cool thing about this echinacea is each plant, even though it's the same variety, it might bloom different. So this one has more of an orangey tinge to it, where these ones have kind of a red to it. And then, it has like a mix. So I just love the color, and I keep everything a little bit on the low side here because that is my living room with these windows, and I want to see through it. So I don't want anything that's too tall. So I don't mind the liatris. It gives it that kind of meadowy feeling, but I don't want anything that's going to be real tall.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous. Absolutely. What is the name of this buddleia? It's so pretty.
That is the Proven Winners Pugster Blue.
Okay. Oh, so pretty.
Yeah, so that has a very fragrant smell to it.
Oh, so pretty.
And then I just have dotted in I have some Shasta daisies that are out of bloom, and I feel like you have to kind of mix that where everything's not going to be in bloom at the same time. You have to trim some stuff back and just kind of deal with it. Like my balloon flowers. This was an amazing show. Just blooms and blooms.
I love balloon flowers.
But I'm hoping, what is your experience with balloon flower? Do they rebloom often or just the one and done?
Kind of one and done. It has been my experience.
That's a bummer.
I have a balloon flower that's on its third year though, and it's definitely leapt this year, like they say with perennials in their third year. And so it is still shooting up new blooms right now. But once it's done, it's done.
These ones I had in a different spot, or maybe I had them in a pot. So this will be its second season.
I think next year it's going to be even more amazing. That was my experience anyway.
Yeah, and then I just have different spring color that's still trying to come through. I've cut back a lot of my dianthus, and then that'll reflush. I have Angelonia in here, but like the same thing, like all of this is that same one that I have in the pot out front. So those will start really coming into their own once the heat really hits.
Yeah, my Angelonia is doing nothing right now, so frustrated.
It likes I think it likes the drier, hot climate, so we'll see. And then I have another butterfly bush here.
Oh, okay, so is this the dwarf variety one, or is it just...
That one is a dwarf too, the pugs, it's just young.
Okay.
So we have a couple... annuals in here that I just grew from seed to try to fill up this space. This is where I used to grow, well, I don't want to say used to. This season, I'm not growing any vegetables. So we'll see about next year. And so I just wanted to fill it with lots of color, things that were going to survive a full sun environment. And so I planted a lot of seeds. We have the powwow echinacea that Shannon grew, and then I grew some more blanket flowers. And then these, like I said, these are our powerhouse. These will bloom all summer long. And then that yarrow that you grew from seed.
Okay, let me tell you about the yarrow, because this is first year yarrow right here. This is, I believe it's possibly summer berries or summer pastels.
I left the
because I grew both. But some of my yarrow's in its second year because I grew them last year.
Summer berries.
And if yours grow as big as mine, you're not gonna like it. I am telling you, they are like 4 feet tall.
Wow.
And I have to stake them. They are floppy. And so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I love them. The blooms are amazing. And I love how they look that first year. They don't bloom first year, but I just love the look of that like little plant in there.
Up a space in my garden for no blooms.
So you may not. They may not get that big. I don't know why for my garden, like everything tends to grow way taller than it's supposed to. But anyway, just an FYI. Keep an eye next year.
See. Okay. And then then I can always split it and move it over where this rockin' fuchsia is. And then kind of have that, balanced look. But I just love that rockin' fuchsia. It's so pretty. It just keeps on blooming and blooming. And I have seen the hummingbirds. They love it over here.
Yep.
I do love putting salvia. I love salvias. The only thing, like I have these salvia gregii in the back. They're just not performing the best right now. And I think it's because of the heat. So it is forming new buds. You can see that it has the new buds on there. I think it just really likes that beat down hot heat. And so
they
you can
like
see
it hot and dry, the salvia
hot and
gregii.
dry. And I have an irrigation system, so they may not this is my second year with these. So.
I had the same experience with salvia gregii, and I think they perform very, very well when they're not on irrigation and you're trying to do a very water-wise garden. They're an excellent choice for that. But when you're, I did the same thing, but when you're combining them with other perennials that do need to be on irrigation and do like the water, they do. I think that's why they struggle personally, but they still survive. They're so tough, and they do have some beautiful blooms. Let me see if I could capture that. But yeah, salvia gregii is definitely like Texas tough, heat tolerant, drought tolerant, but doesn't like
I think
too
it
much
would
water.
do better if I don't like to put really anything up against the house. So it would probably do better, see where all the dryness is right there. It would probably do better in that spot, but then I would have to have it up against the house, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
And then I was going to show you one other thing. It's just a little, I tried doing a lot of roots this year and growing things from root and bare root. And so what is that? That's a red hot poker. So do you think that'll bloom the first year? So I thought the liatris with the red hot poker would look nice together, but obviously the liatris is gonna be. I'm surprised at how soon it is blooming. I thought it would not be until the end of June on that.
My guess is for the red hot poker that you might wait a year before. I've never grown them, so I'm really not sure.
See.
But I think you're right. I think they will be beautiful there with the liatris, which they may not. We'll see the timing next year too.
The timing
if they bloom together or not. But with the echinacea,
I was hoping.
So pretty.
Yeah,
so pretty. All right, so there you have it. Stacie, thank you so very much for bringing us into your garden today. It's just, right, if you guys watched this whole video, you're glad you did. I know you are, because you've gotten so much inspiration about just different garden spaces, full sun, all the way through shade. And she has an eye for garden design.
Thank you so much.
I wish I had that. I mean, I do what I can, but it's just when I come to your garden, I was like,
oh, wow. Thank you. It's such a small space. And so like I said in the last video, you don't have to have a huge space to have an enjoyable garden.
Absolutely.
So I pack it in there.
And you pack it in with heat tolerant.
I try.
Wonderful Texas tough plants, and it's just spectacular.
Yes.
So I just want to thank each and every one of you for watching today. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Like this video, share this video with other gardeners, y'all, because other gardeners need to see this. We all need to see this amazing design inspiration for our gardens, right?
Yes.
Especially if you live in a hot climate like we do. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you all have a beautiful day today.
Yes.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.